And it's starting. I think we're on the right channel. Hey, what's up, guys? Give me a second here. I'm just trying to make sure everything's set up. I think they're about to start. It's supposed to be 6:30 Pacific time, and I believe it's going to be on this PlayStation channel here. So, I don't know what they're going to be talking about, you know, as far as like, obviously multiplayer, but will they be talking about zombies? Alright, let me do this share. There we go. Hey, what's up, Down Duck? Nice to meet you. Alright.
The researchers gave this phenomenon a name.
There we go, we're tweeted out. Awesome. Mr. Minecrafted Stone. It's been great. Today's been awesome. Thank you, Chris Parker. It's nice to meet you. Let me just get this. Hopefully that is still in. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. So a lot to do when you're trying to set up. Okay. I've got all these monitors like way up high, so I'm having to look up. It's kinda, there we go. So I guess they're getting set up for Black Ops 4. This is gonna be they're gonna be in the main, like, I guess this is the main stage. I have no idea. I know, Deadly Link, or Deadly Ink. I'm with you. I just want to see Blackout stuff. Vonderharr won't talk a lot about it, you know? He said that a lot of the stuff that we will see is basically been covered in... There it is. Is there any sound? Not yet, really. He said that, you know, pretty much everything you see in the Blackout trailer is what we're going to get, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot more. Hey, what's up, Hybrid Games? Nice to meet you. So that's pretty cool. They got it set up for everybody to test it. That's or to play test it, or not really play test it, but just demo it.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back. PlayStation Live from E3. The first day is almost over.
Almost done.
And what better way to put that period on the
people
sentence than to
laid
talk
out.
about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 with David Vonderharr, the studio design director at Treyarch.
That's very well done.
Sir, welcome to the program.
Yes.
Ramon Russell joining us as well.
Back again.
Dude, you guys got a nice set.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's a nice setup.
pretty nice.
isn't it?
I think it brings out the blue in my logo.
Yeah, there it is. Right
Brings
there.
out the blue in your eyes.
We have a lot to talk about because you guys have been showing off kind of the sort of
Oops,
core
covering them.
pillars of Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which we will kind of talk about in turn. We had some great footage, you know, that you guys have shown off recently in your trailers. We'll get to that in just a second. But David, let me just ask you right off the bat.
Sure.
The core philosophy, the thing that is most important that you guys wanted to accomplish with this chapter of Black Ops,
Yeah.
how would you describe that?
What a journey, right? 10 plus years, 3 games. Where do you go from there? Lots of fans, lots of perspectives about that. And ultimately, this game is definitely a celebration of things that Black Ops players love, not just one, not
Their
just two,
audio
not
is
just three.
so
Right? That's
off.
why you see
Oh my
Free Zombies
God.
experiences, you see the evolution of the multiplayer, and you see something brand new, which fans ask us, what are you going to do that's new? with
That is
Black
not
Ops?
us.
So
That's them.
ultimately, it boils down to almost this
That's
simply.
weird.
Hey, this is a game made for Black Ops fans, and the things that they most love about playing
That's
Black
awkward.
Ops games. It's more of that, and that's it. That's what we did. That's what we set out to do, and that feels good, right? You know, but not many people have the problem of 10 years and 3 games of fans loving. You know.
And you've been along for the ride for a
Thanks,
while,
David.
as we discussed
Yes.
backstage.
You see where my hair?
No, it looks
David
good.
needs to
Game
start
development.
working.
You accomplished it all with the
I'm pushing
beard.
it this way.
Yeah, exactly.
See that? Yeah, like that.
We talked a little, you know, you alluded to it, but you know, you guys have a huge
Always sound
multiplayer
issues.
suite, which I want to get to the nitty gritty on soon.
I like
you guys
that.
have You guys have
Hey, what's up,
basically your
Diane?
biggest day one offering on zombies ever.
3 giant zombies.
3 giant extent. We'll get to that in a second. And you have your Battle Royale inspired Blackout mode, which we're not going to get to a lot today. That'll be in the future, but maybe I can have you
A little
list,
snippet?
just
Here,
a tiny
the
little sneak
audio
peek.
off.
A little more.
And let's start showing
It's late in the
folks.
day.
Yeah, yeah.
I might make mistakes. You can do it.
Let's give the people that are watching on
Jeez.
stage, I want to roll some of the footage that we have today. But David, talk a little bit about kind of the goals with multiplayer this time
What's
around,
up,
because
RJ?
there's a huge embracing of the specialist design in this chapter of Black Ops.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. I mean, specialists play a big role in throughout the game, obviously. But in this context, though, what we're talking about is taking the specialists that we started with in Black Ops 3. There are new specialists. All specialists are rebuilt or reimagined where they need to be, and everything they have is very grounded and realistic. It's not fantastical in any way. And the main motivation for all this, though, leads to the point where the game is a very tactical style game. It's a 5-on-5, not a 6-on-6. Team composition matters because you cannot, have 15 ruins in the game, right? You can have 1 ruin on your side. So how that team kind of aligns up with the specialist and what they can do is simplified and pure, but it's still very much a Call of Duty game. You still have create a class, you're still selecting weapons and their attachments, you still have wild cards and score streaks, and all the things that you'd expect out of a Black Ops or a Call of Duty game is all there still. But the specialists bring that tactical aspect of the game, slow the game pace down a little bit, create decision making in that loop with the healing as its own mechanic now. The fog of war changes in a lot more.
Right, so you talked about customization. So the Pick 10 returns. Can you tell us how it's changing and how it's staying the same in Black Ops 4?
Yeah, so there's a couple at the highest level. The main change is that every weapon, right, is, if you play a lot of Call of Duty, you would know that like every assault rifle pretty much has the same attachments across the base. So one change is that every single weapon is its own little character or brand, or we say snowflake. It makes it like this kind of unique element of it to itself, right? It's like, this is the rifle that is good for, say, long range. So no other rifle can ever be as good at that long range as that rifle is when it's got all the attachments. That's sort of at that weapon level. And then more specifically, if you look down, because you don't have what we call right bumper or left bumper, right, or R1
Are you
or
still
L1
calm?
kind of throws,
Oh,
what you
man,
end
I
up with
expect it.
is
When it comes to
a
live
category
streaming,
of things called
it is tough.
sort of equipment, and in this case gear, and gear is very high power band item stuff. So things like the ability to take armor.
They're ruining my
onto the
stream.
character, right? Or the ability to do stim shot, which is heal yourself faster. So these are like super, what we like to say, super chunky choices in the creative class system that matter. And then on top of this, every specialist
The Twitch
has
audio is
an item in
good.
creative class that no other character in creative
Should we
class
go
can
over
use.
there?
So in the case of like Ruin,
Let's see if I can
it's
find it.
it's the grapple gun. That's a choice, but you can actually opt out of that and go for more traditionalized equipment as well. So creative class is pick 10. It's what you know, but the gear category that changes in how we think about weapons, and then the ability to actually opt out of certain types of categories of equipment that only your character or your specialist can have in the first place. All that's a way you evolve creative class and pick 10 to service the specialist design, to service the
Okay,
tactical.
we're gonna switch
Nice.
over.
So you've talked about customization and really focusing on Black Ops 4, really boiling down to what the core Black Ops experiences is. And so you've added this new mechanic where there's no more auto heal.
Yeah, that's
right?
right.
Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, a couple different things about this. I mean, there's a character that is a
Give me a
medic
second here, I'm
class,
just gonna change
and that
this.
helps other players heal. Healing.
Stop that. Get rid of that, right? Yeah. And we'll turn the audio up on this. Hopefully we're not missing anything.
Tactical decision-making experience of playing the game. So when you heal
It's buffering.
yourself, maybe you go right then, maybe you go in. You don't really walk into Call of Duty combat with less than full health, right? You go in, you either live or you die. Sometimes you take
John, they're about
damage
to
and you
show- they're about
heal
to talk about
automatically.
zombies.
But here now it's a choice because you have to initiate that, and that takes time.
I'm kind of a nerd for class design in games, and the specialists, as you were
Why are
saying,
there
lean
captions?
in a lot to that. And I'm wondering if you like rewind the clock and go back early in your development cycle on Black Ops 4, what does it look like inside the studio when you guys are trying to create very unique feeling,
Oh, wow.
classes or
Yeah.
specialists?
Yeah, so
and,
far-
please.
Yeah, sorry, I was winding back the clock and going, oh man.
And then
Yes, yes. The beard is getting
Yeah,
shorter
Blood of
and
the Dead is
shorter.
kinda-
Yep. Growing into your
My
face.
hair was there.
It's getting longer and
It's
longer.
like I had hair, and everything was fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
It's actually pretty fascinating because we actually start in these really high-level places. Like, if you look at the very first design document for Ruin, right? Ruin is in fact a barbarian character. He's like, you have pictures
I
from
hate to
the
talk
internet or
over
whatever
them,
that are
but
influences
y'all are
for
saying
you,
some
right?
interesting
It's just
stuff.
sort of, it's an inspiration for, you know, his personality or his build, his physical build, or what kinds of things that, you know, barbarians would use for weapons. Like, what is the 21st, 2nd, 3rd century version of those things? So, it's
Thank you,
it's
Epic.
when you have
519.
create a class, it's hard to call them a class design.
Right.
Sponsor.
But
That's awesome. Thank you.
but the point is
Welcome.
that they all have something like this. They all have some place they started, which might have been, you know, techno mages, barbarians,
Yeah.
and all the things that you would geek out on, sir.
I am already geeking out. Also, I'm hoping that you just put a
Thank
barbarian
you.
in the game anyway and see how long you can last.
I think
if you're
Ruin
sneaky
lasted
enough-
pretty long. He's
Uh,
a very Call of Duty barbarian.
Yeah, there you go. There's a lot more to talk about. We don't have forever to talk about it, but I want to get to a little bit of the zombies experience. You have,
I
as
like
you were saying,
zombies.
you like zombies, and you have 3 massive zombies experiences. You have Voyage of Despair,
Yes.
Roman numeral 9,
Yeah, Roman numeral 9.
and Blood of the Dead. You want to tell us a little bit about?
Blood of the Dead. Oh my God, so many fun stories about Mob of the Dead, Blood of the Dead, and people who would go on. Fans seem like go on. They get behind the newscasters and they'd hold up remaster Mob of the Dead signs and like sneak behind, right? I mean, our fans are
Vocal.
fun. How's that? They're fun. Voyage of the Dead is a pretty crazy adventure. It takes place on the RMS Titanic. If you'd like to understand how the Titanic actually sunk,
Yes.
it was zombies.
Historical
It was a zombie.
fact.
Historical fact.
No
It was
iceberg.
zombies. Period.
Giving
Right.
me the Easter egg.
You know, 9 I have to dodge around the corners of because I really like how crazy the fans are going for the video that's associated with that thing, Roman numeral 9, and what that would look like. Is it all melee combat? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
I'm sure that I will read your Reddit opinions soon enough.
Soon, very soon.
Yeah. And then
it's not.
obviously Blood of the Dead is remastered.
He's
Mob of the Dead.
behind.
With some stuff, some zombie stuff that you might
Okay.
expect, zombie things. And holy cow, man. This thing needs to get in your hands tomorrow. Like it's ASAP. Like
All right,
zombies
well,
fans.
don't have to wait
It's
that
coming
long.
to my. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. And then wait. At the highest of the highest of the highest level, tell me a little bit about Blackout and kind of the goal with that.
Sure, right. You cannot, you know, if you're going to go down this road, right, you're going to open this thing up. Call of Duty fans, they want and they demand and they deserve new experiences. You don't do this if you can't do it in the Call of Duty way. You certainly don't do it if you can't do it in the Black Ops way. And this particular Battle Royale experience is very Blackout, very Black Ops, which is why it's called Blackout, because of the influence that the previous games have played on the destinations inside the level, the characters that you can actually play as, the vehicles that you actually will use, the weapons and how they apply. And if you're a Battle Royale fan, then, and we are, like, I'm like a super Battle Royale nerd right now. I just love it. And all of them, right? We played some new ones on a Saturday night as a team. But Call of Duty has some special stuff. The fluidity of the control, the mechanics, the refinement of those things, the polish that it can offer, the experience of what weapons would mean in a universe like that, how to apply them, the design expertise. There is a lot, and for us, I think Blackout is this opportunity to really take and make something new with the fans, right? What fans with them, not just we had this crazy idea and out came zombies, right? Which is what happened. This is something you can start really from the beginning and be like, okay, we know what this is like, and you know what this is like, but what is the Call of Duty version of that like? And what is the Black Ops version of that like? And that's why I'm so stoked. And I can't talk about it because when we do talk about it, we're really going to be talking about it because we're going to talk about how does this thing evolve with you, the fans, because that's what that thing is, for sure.
They're still
For sure.
working
Good
on
answer.
it.
You voted
I bet
the
they're
spoilers.
still like
Yeah,
making changes.
that's the perfect way to.
So they're not
end it,
ready to
man.
say
David
anything.
Vonderharr, the studio design director of Treyarch. I remembered all of the words.
That's a lot.
David, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for showing off Black Ops 4. And
Are you
it's
guys
a
going to
pleasure
close
have
the
you.
show next?
Maybe.
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 Can we like, can I close the show, like, but not really?
Yeah, you can
How about you
fake
pretend
close-
it?
yeah.
Do
All
like
right.
do like
Right
a
there.
quick pretend of the
Thank
show.
everybody for watching. It's PlayStation Live.
Live from E3.
PlayStation Live at E3. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Oh my gosh, it
That
was
was
so
perfect.
professional.
You guys are out of a job.
It was perfect. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. And everyone at home, we are almost done with our day 1 of programming. We have more tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, but until then,
That
stay
was
with us
literally
for
12
just
minutes.
a few minutes. We'll be right
Come
back.
on. They got the banner on top of the building. Can we talk some more? Give us some more stuff. That sucks. So, it was really funny because David Vonderharr has been doing interviews all day, and they asked him about the zombie maps, and he said, instead of saying 9, he said the map number 4. So, like, he's not the dude to be asking zombie questions or whatever. He said something interesting. I can't remember what he just said, but something about how the Titanic really sunk. So seriously, like, could that really be a hint at the Easter egg that he just gave away, that like it is gonna sink and it is gonna be that storyline that is from real, but it's gonna be because of zombies. I don't know. I mean, what would you do at that point if you can't really sink the ship? I mean, game's over, right? But I guess you could see, have the ending cutscene where you do sink and it crashes or something, and you go back just to playing normal, like a lot of the other, Easter eggs and cutscenes where it's like you're actually jumping off the map, but you come back. So, Yuba Gaming, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Tomorrow, though, oh my gosh, Jason Blundell, 1:45 Pacific time. That's California time. Jason's going to be doing a presentation in the Coliseum at E3, and he's definitely going to be talking all about zombies, and it's going to be past, present, and future stuff, and maybe we'll hear something about this rumored classified map being the 5 remake. And that's such an interesting choice. They decided to do a 5 remake. It's like, I would have preferred like a Call of the Dead, but maybe 5 was really popular, and it may not have anything to do with it, but it was President's Day, on their Twitter, they'd actually put that on their banner or something like that, and people started to even speculate then, but that could have just been, President's Day, and they were trying to support that or whatever. But still, I think it's pretty obvious at this point that it is going to be 5. So, what time is it for Australia? That is a really good question. If it's 1:45 in the afternoon, and I can actually look that up. That's a good question. It's going to be Thursday, probably really early in the morning. Yeah. But I'll be here because it's going to be 3:45 Central for me, and then Eastern's 4:45. D-Dog, I agree. But maybe we will see a Call of the Dead remastered. And if they are doing, and I always have this question, if they're doing a remastered map, can't they just use audio from before and then just remaster the graphics? Does it work like that? They don't need to redo the audio. There's no way for Chronicles they brought back in the guys to redo all that audio. No freaking way. And if they do, I can understand why it might be taxing to do remasters. So, I don't know. I have no idea. Epic, I want to go home now and play some zombies. Yeah, right. Definitely. World at War remaster next Call of Duty. I was really hoping for like a Black Ops 2, remaster. That would have made a lot of sense, because then we would have got all the zombie maps. We got our grief mode. Love grief mode. So yeah. PG want buried. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see buried. With the Black Ops Pass, it may not. They're saying that they're going to give us more content. It's not going to be just your standard DLC. So maybe I've been hearing rumors that we're going to be getting a remastered map along with a new map. Like 4 new maps, but each one is going to be remastered. If they're doing 5 at the release and Mob of the Dead, that leaves 5 maps that have not been remastered. And that is possible that, we got 4 DLC. Maybe they'll throw them in there with the DLC. That would be amazing. So, but that was a really short presentation. They're not talking about it anymore.
That huge extended look at Spider-Man,
Yeah, that was
Marvel
really cool.
Spider-Man.
They're talking about some other stuff now. But I don't know. I was hoping for more. But tomorrow should be really exciting. It's going to be at least a 30-minute presentation tomorrow from 1:45 Pacific time to about, I would say, 2:15-ish. 2:15, 2:30. So 1:45? Yeah. 1:45 to 2:30. That's how much time he is allotted before the next people have to start. So, PG, what maps am I most excited for? Definitely Mob of the Dead. But I feel overwhelmed with how much content we're getting. It's crazy. And we're going to have 4 Easter eggs, 4 Easter eggs to deal with. And obviously I'm going to play Mob of the Dead first. And we talked about it earlier. I'm going to play Mob of the Dead first, and then we're going to go over to Titanic, and then Voyage, or go over to Titanic, and then 9, and then probably 5 is going to be last. But I wish I could see them all at the same time. It's going to be interesting to see what the YouTubers do. I think everybody's going to go after Mob for sure. We still have so many months, to sit here and just wonder. But we'll get some more information tomorrow for sure, and then definitely throughout the months in July, we'll be getting a lot more information. And hopefully some more, I don't know, get us some gameplay or something. Hey, what's up, Ducky? Nice to see you. Are they releasing the remaster tomorrow? I don't think so. Offset, Trackers Never Failed Us is for everything they are doing. They are definitely overachievers. They go above and beyond. They gave us 5. No other COD has ever given us 5 game modes like they did for Black Ops 3, and they're still supporting it. So it's Black Ops 3 is going to be relevant for a very long time, and then BO4, it's just going to be huge, and it's going to just completely take over, I'm sure. The Arctic Gamer, Voyage of Despair it really does. It looks amazing. I'm really excited. I just really appreciate that they're doing such a identical Titanic, down to the carpet and the fixtures and the wood trim, and it's identical to Titanic. That'll be cool. You're really going to be on the ship. And it's super narrow corridors. So I figure we're probably going to be on top of the map having to run trains because we're not going to be inside those hallways and stuff. It's way too narrow. There is some areas where there's a dining and a reception area, but not a lot of open spaces. That is going to be a challenging map for sure. So, Ray, yes, I am from Texas. What's my collector's edition prediction? Oh, man. An alchemical science set. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. It'll be zombies for sure, right? Because Juggernog, they seem to do all the little goodies is zombies. And so we got the Juggernog fridge. Even the Pro Edition that's going to be at retailers has got zombies art and stuff like that. And that is why I thought, I had made a tweet, that's why I think for the digital deluxe editions, when you, and the battle passes and stuff, you get the Blackout special for characters. And everything they seem to do special is for zombies. So I'm pretty sure that the 4 characters are going to be our zombie guys. It just makes sense. So, mystery box edition. Can you imagine? That mystery box looks insane. Oh, but the question is, what's the mystery box going to look like on 9? It's probably not going to look anything like, the Voyage of the... the Voyage. I don't know, it could. The thing was crazy looking. It was, made up from people. I guess that was the mystery box. So... what other games am I excited for other than BO4 Hobby Lobby? I was just at Hobby Lobby today, and I had this picture behind me framed. It was what is it? The Illuminati leader dude. It doesn't really look like him, but it's supposed to symbolize him. I am most excited for Borderlands 3 in addition to Black Ops 4, but it looks like it might be 2019. But I say they can take their time on that because a lot to do with BO4 for a while. Epic, I'm going to get a little gobblegum machine because I got like 500 Pergas still. Oh, a gobblegum machine would be cool. Whatever they do, I'm a paid actor. Oh my god. No. Whatever they do for this collector's editions, it's got to be something we know about, we've seen. It's not going to be something that's, you know, that we've seen, we won't see until the reveal. It's got to be something we are familiar with now. I think it's like live stream is like ending. So, but I'm gonna head out because that's it, I guess. It was only like a 12-minute ordeal. I thought that was gonna be a whole thing, and it really wasn't. BO4 Collector's release date is gonna be mid-July. I think that is what Jason had told somebody at the BO4 reveal. They are gonna, and this is what they did for Black Ops 3. During the Comic-Con, they announced it, and within 2 days it was sold out. The Juggernog. Yeah, the Juggernog mini fridge. So I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing. They're going to announce it during Comic-Con, and it'll sell out. It's probably going to be like $150, $200 minimum. Probably about that, though. Not that more than that. Johnny, what's happening tomorrow? Jason Blundell is... we have a black screen. Jason Blundell is going to be talking about zombies past, present, and future, and he's going to have the whole stage for about 45 minutes at the Coliseum at E3, and he's going to be talking with one of the head animators and head sound guys. So, and hopefully we'll see something new, you know, if they're talking about future stuff. But I appreciate you guys showing up, and I'll be here tomorrow. Y'all be here, what, 1:45 Pacific, 3:45 Central, and 4:45 Eastern. I don't know what that is in the UK or Australia. Comic-Con is mid-July. It's, I think, oh my gosh. Okay, Google, when is the 2018 Comic-Con? I don't think she'll know.
From July 19th to 2018.
She knows. Okay. July 19th through the 22nd is Comic-Con. So, Berserk, y'all have any questions? I'm 5'5". I'm not very tall. Just, you know, whatever. An awkward goodbye. FTJ, what's up? All right. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'm a shy person. I'm not too shy. Just not used to being in front of a camera. You know, it can be weird if you're not used to it. I'm not. Even doing YouTube for like 5 years, I'm still not used to it. I am not 5'8". No, I am short. I don't think 5'5" is short. I think that's pretty normal. Okay, we'll see y'all. Bye.